Good evening, Treasurer. Can you tell me when the inflationary merry-go-round is going to stop? We need to get off. We're spending more because things cost more. And sometimes I think that prices are being artificially increased. What and when is the tipping point?
I just want to make sure I heard. Is your name Nicola Roxon?
No.
Nicola Robson.
Robson. Oh, I thought that is an uncanny...
former health minister.
Former colleague. Nicola, thanks for your question. Really, fighting inflation is one of the main objectives of the budget. And, you know, at the family level, the household level, it's all about getting these cost of living pressures down. You would know, it sounds like you follow these things very closely, that a couple of years ago when we came to office, inflation had a 6 in front of it. It's now got a 3 in front of it, but we need it to go a bit further and faster, ideally, because people are still under such pressure. And so what we've done in the budget is really a couple of important things. First of all, we've managed the spending in the budget in a very responsible way. You know, we turned 2 big Liberal deficits into 2 Labor surpluses. We found almost $80 billion in savings. We got debt down this year by $150 billion. That'll save us $80 billion in debt repayments. I could run through a whole bunch of...
But I'm just going to help with Nicola's question. You're asking if there's price gouging, essentially, yeah?
There's that, and also we're never going to be able to put the genie back in the bottle.
Yeah.
You know?
Right, so you think it's out of control?
Yeah.
I think it's out of control, and it's got to stop at some time. When is the balloon going to burst?
Okay. Yeah, thanks. I understood the question.
Because it's, you think it's kind of cooked in now?
I think so.
Yep, so the first thing is manage the budget responsibly, and that's what we're doing. The second thing is the way that we are designing our cost of living help puts downward pressure on bills and therefore downward pressure on inflation. We will get on top of this inflation challenge. You know, we've made really quite remarkable progress the last couple of years, but we've got further to go. And I'm confident that we can get it back down to more manageable levels. But it requires ongoing responsible economic management. It requires us to keep helping where we can with the cost of living in a way that doesn't add to inflation but takes the edge off inflation. And it requires us to build a more competitive economy, you know, with fairer prices and a fairer go for families and farmers at the supermarket. So all of these things are happening. I know that there's a level of impatience with the downward trajectory of inflation. I share it. You know, if I could
how frustrated are you? Come on, give us a sense.
Well, I think you and I hang out on Radio National pretty frequently, and we speak about this a lot. You know, this is a big objective of ours. We've come a long way. We've got further to go. I understand people are still under pressure, and that's really one of the defining motivations of the budget that we handed down 6 days ago.